up knowing bruises before lullabies, punishment before comfort. No one answered her cries. The house taught her quiet, don't make a sound. Even when your ribs ache, don't fall down. Years rolled heavy, she needed release. Found it in the smoke, the flame, the brief peace. Her chest stopped tightening, for a moment at least. But nothing ever freed her, only bought her release. One night he came, restless, too young, chasing the same fire that burned her lungs. She tried to slow him, but he wanted more. By morning she was shaking him cold on the floor. And the guilt digs deep, like a blade in the gut. Every word she heard was another cut. Stayed in a house where love was a threat. Told herself it was dead, she'd never forget. Till one morning she rose, couldn't take anymore. Packed a blanket, a knife, and walked out the door. Didn't know where, only knew a way. From the hands, from the ghosts, from the weight of that day. The forest took her in with rain and stone. Cold ground gnawing hunger, but it felt like her own. Out here if she bled, it was thorn, not man. If her body ached, it was earth, not hand. Nights cut longest, lying damp on the ground. Saw his face in the dark, jaw slack, eyes rolled down. She whispered to the night, I never meant it that way. But the woods only answered by keeping her awake. And the guilt digs deep, like a blade in the gut. Every word she heard was another cut. Stayed in a house where love was a threat. Told herself it was dead, she'd never forget. Days turned to weeks, hands grew rough. Clothes stiff with smoke, water never enough. Still she learned the streams, built fires to stand. Became harder, became sharper, became part of the land. Sometimes at dusk, she thought he was near. Leaves shifting behind her, a footstep clear. Knife in her hand, nothing ever showed. breath heavy, reminding her she owed. She stopped counting days, stopped naming years. Only cold in the morning, heat when it sears. And at night when sparks rose into the sky, for a moment she felt the past couldn't pry. But memory strikes sharp, uninvited, cruel. His chest stopped rising, she broke every rule. Walked deeper each time, the guilt came fast. Further from roads, from a life from the past. One night by the fire, shadows shifted near. She froze with her knife, caught between thrill and fear. The shape disappeared, swallowed back by the trees. Was it real? Was it him? Or just memories? The first nights were terror, no sleep, just a blade. Every crack in the woods had her soul afraid. But under the fear was a rush she could taste. Freedom in the hunger, a life not erased. And the guilt digs deep, like a blade in the gut. Every word she heard was another cut. But out in the wild, she could finally see pain wasn't twisted, it just made her free. Morning after morning, damp, stiff, half-starved, but alive, that word hit her battered heart hard. Still moving, still choosing, no one to obey. Every ache was proof she carved her own way. Storms will come, winter will bite, hunger will carve her through the night. But she'd already chosen when she walked from the door. This was her life, and she wanted it more. To the trees that tower, to rivers that run, to the stars that judge when the daylight's done. She would prove her place, whatever the cost, because out here she's no longer lost. Not who they made her, not bound, not numb, but who she decides she will become.